Hi, I'm Sahar,
And I'm Shreya. Welcome to our show, Only Spoilers.
where I tell Shreya about a book that I've read or a movie that I've watched. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the movie Mujhse Dosti Karoge. Are you going to watch it, Shreya?
Definitely not.
Then let me tell you all about it.
Okay. So this is our first Bollywood movie.
Yeah.
I have not watched this movie ever, but I've heard so much about it because pop culture.
Yeah.
But what does it mean again?
Will you be my friend?
Okay.
Mujhse Dosti Karoge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it has all the top Bollywood stars.
It has Hrithik Roshan, Rani Mukherjee, Kareena Kapoor.
Okay.
They are the three main characters
Okay.
in the story.
Let's go.
So, this is a story that's so there are three families who are standing at a railway station in Shimla. Shimla is a hill station. So one of the families is moving to London for a better job opportunity because it's the era of websites and internet. So this is like early 2000s, I want to say. So this family is like, oh, we're gonna miss you guys, but I have to do the man is like, I have to do this for my family, so we're gonna move to London. And this couple has a son. His name is Raj, and then the other two. So then there's another couple, and then there's a single dad. So the another couple's daughter's name is Pooja, and that single dad's daughter's name is Tina. And they're all 10-year-old kids. They've been friends their whole lives and everything. And Raj says to Tina, because he has a crush on her, is like, "Are you gonna write to me? We need to be. Let's stay in touch. Let's be friends." And Tina is like, "But I don't have a computer. I don't know how I will email you." And Pooja is like, "Oh, I have a computer. She can use my computer to write to you." And Raj is like, "Yeah, you have to stay in touch with me." So he moves to London. He writes his first email to Tina, telling her about his life there, how he has moved to Hampstead, and they're like the only Indian family there.
But this is Pooja's laptop?
Pooja's computer.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has written to Pooja's email address, but he was writing to Tina.
To Tina.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's comparing his life in London to an Archie's comic book, how everything is different from India, how different things and all of that. And then he says, "I miss you, and hope to see you soon." But and then Pooja and Tina are reading this letter, and halfway through it, Tina gets bored. She's like, "Oh, Raj is so boring. I don't want to read this anymore." She's a very popular girl.
Oh.
So she's like, "Oh, this does not interest me anymore. So I don't care about it." But Pooja is like, "But read the whole thing. At least reply to him." And Tina is like, "You do it."
Okay. Wait. So Tina is which actor again?
So Tina is Kareena Kapoor.
Okay.
Pooja is Rani Mukherjee.
Okay.
And Raj is Hrithik Roshan.
Okay.
So Pooja replies to the letter or to the email, but signs it "Love Tina."
Oh.
Yeah, because Raj wrote it to Tina.
Yeah.
So 15 years go by. They keep talking to each other, but Raj is still thinking that he's talking to Tina, but it's Pooja all along. Pooja has been writing to him, telling about her life, that she loves art. She wants to go to art school. He tells her about his life in London, how his dad is doing really well. And, he is doing an MBA, but he also has a job now. And then she tells him about his favorite book. She says, "Oh, there's this book called The Love Story. You should read it." He reads it. And then when he was still a teenager, he goes to church every Sunday with his friends because like he's the only Indian, right? So all of his other friends are Christians there. So he goes to church with them every Sunday. And one day he hears this melody that he really liked, and he records it and sends it in an email to Tina. And then because Pooja is the one receiving all the emails, she also like makes it a habit of going to church every Sunday and like humming the same melody and everything. And then once Raj asks for a picture of Tina because they haven't seen each other in 15 years, but then Pooja refuses to send it to him, saying like, "Oh, whenever you come back, you can see me." And then but she also says, "Weren't you the one who said you know me so well you'll recognize me anywhere? So I'm gonna hold you on to that." He's like, "That's fine, you can test me. I'm visiting you guys in a week for 2 weeks." So now that they're all grown up, 15 years have gone by. Pooja is freaking out that Raj is coming back after 15 years. Tina has no idea this has been going on for 15 years. Tina is like, Pooja goes to Tina. She's like, Raj is coming back. And Tina is like, who? And then Pooja's like, Raj, our friend who's been writing you emails. And Tina's like, I can't believe you've been writing to him under my name for 15 years. What the hell am I supposed to do now? I know nothing about him. He knows nothing about me. He thinks he likes you. And Pooja's like, no, he's just coming for 2 weeks. Please help me. I helped you all along with your studies and your homework and stuff. This is the least you could do for me.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Are they sisters or friends?
They're just friends.
Okay.
They're all family friends.
Okay.
Their parents are friends.
Okay.
And then Pooja and Tina live in the same house. For what? I don't know. Don't ask me why they live in the same house.
Okay, that's fine. No, but what? Wouldn't he want to keep in contact with both of them, but he chooses only Tina?
Yeah, because Tina is the prettier one.
Oh.
I forgot to tell you that detail.
Oh.
So Tina is objectively the prettier one because she's fairer. She has lighter color eyes. And Tina is the shorter and the duskier one. And so that's the comparison.
I forgot this is an Indian movie.
Yeah, I mean, imagine
regardless.
Kareena Kapoor and Rani Mukherjee, right? They're objectively different looking, but they're both beautiful.
Yeah, that's true.
But to compare, like Hrithik Roshan, he's tall and fair and really blue and green eyes.
Yeah.
For him, his ideal match is somebody like Kareena Kapoor, who's also fair and tall and slim and blue eyes. Rani Mukherjee is a little shorter, very pretty though, dusky skin and like honey golden eyes. So in his head, that's why like he always liked Tina more than Pooja because Pooja was a chubby kid and more studious and everything. So now that they're grown-ups, Raj is coming back in town. Pooja is freaking out. Tina is like, oh, don't worry. I'll handle it. You just tell me the gist of what you guys talked about over 15 years and I'll handle it.
The gist
of it, right? So Raj comes back in town. He gets off the train. The parents meet each other after 15 years. They're all very happy. He says namaste to everyone. And then he looks around looking for Tina, right? And he sees two girls standing a little far away from everyone. He walks up to those two girls. Pooja is holding her breath saying like, oh my God, he said he'll recognize me anywhere. And what if he walks up to me? And he walks right past Pooja. To Tina is like, hi. Nice to see you and everything. And Pooja is heartbroken. She's like, oh my God, obviously he'll go for her.
Yeah, girl, what did you expect?
Yeah, because he's not at fault, right? In his head, he's been talking to Tina this whole time. And even if like they look different, you still don't look that different from when you were 10 years old.
Yeah.
Nobody changes overnight that much.
Yeah.
So he walks up to Tina and introduces himself. And then Tina is like, hey, Mr. America. And then he's like, but I was in London. Like, why are you calling me Mr. America? She's like, oh, whatever. I said it. So, it's whatever. That's my name for you. And then he finally acknowledges that somebody else is standing there. So he says hello to Pooja. And then he's like, hi, how are you? It's been so long and everything. All introductions happen. Raj is instantly in love with Tina. Because, he had an image in his head and she's very pretty and everything. So he's like, oh my God, I found my dream girl. And Tina has no idea. She finds him cute because obviously, Hrithik Roshan.
Yeah.
But then that's all. She doesn't know anything about him. So then they are flirting with each other. They get to know each other and everything. Right? And then... Then the next day they go skiing because at Shimla it's a hill station. They have ski slopes around them. So Pooja is asking Tina, so how's it going? Like, did you guys talk anymore? Did he say anything about me or like the letters he wrote and everything? And then the whole time Pooja is just talking about Raj this, Raj that. She's telling Tina about his likes, dislikes, everything. And Tina's like, oh, just stop. Why are you talking about him so much? It's fine. Have you fallen in love with him? And then Pooja is like, she doesn't say anything, but Tina's like, don't worry, I'm just kidding. I know you're a very obedient daughter of your parents. You're just you don't believe in love and stuff. You're just gonna marry the guy they select for you, and you're serious about your studies. I was just kidding. So their whole thing is going. Tina and Raj are flirting with each other. Raj is trying to get like, closer to Tina because he already is in love with her
Mhm.
over 15 years. But like Tina is all carefree. She's playing hard to get and running around trying giving him attitude. Then he talks to Pooja. He's like, you help me get her because obviously I like her a lot. And Pooja is like, give her some time. It's fine. And this happens. And then one night, um, uh, Tina, because she grew up without a mom, her mom passed away when she was really young, and she's close to her dad, but she, like, when you, like, people usually talk to their mothers about their feelings and stuff. She talks to an idol of Radha Krishna. So one night she's in her room talking to the god, saying like, oh, I've always thought when I fall in love with someone, I'll feel something, or like I'll be shy in front of them, but I don't feel all of that with Raj yet. So like give me a sign if I'm supposed to be with him, or like if this is gonna go anywhere. And
This
all
is
of that.
Tina?
This is Tina,
Okay.
because she doesn't really know Raj yet, so she's just,
But she wants to like him?
yeah, because she thinks something might be there because he obviously likes her. He's giving her a lot of attention. So, and she's not a bad person, she's just not that serious about him yet. But Pooja is all about
She's
Raj.
reaping the harvest that her best friend sowed.
Yeah.
Duh. I think that's the past tense.
Yeah. So one night, Pooja is in her room. She's working on her computer on something. Raj walks by and he's like, "Hey, you're still up? What's up?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just applying to some schools for." And he's like, "Oh, where are you applying?" She's like, "London." He's like, "What? You're coming to London? You didn't tell me?" She's like, "Oh, it was gonna be a surprise." And then he asks Pooja like, "What schools are you applying to?" She's like, "Oh, I'm applying to an art school." And he's like, "You like art? Tina also likes art." And then Pooja is like, haha, yeah. And then she diverts the topic. And then Raj is like, "Oh, hold on, wait, is this the room? Is this the computer? Tina has been writing me all those letters for the last 15 years. Pooja is like, "Yeah, this is the room." And then he looks around and then everything. And he's like, "Pooja, I am really glad." And then he asks Pooja, like, "Why didn't you ever write to me?" And then Pooja says, "Would you have ever replied to me the way you replied to Tina?" And he's like, "What?" And then she just laughs it off. And then Raj says, "Okay, it's getting too late. I mean, I'm really looking forward to you being in London. I think you and I could be really good friends." And Pooja is like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And then he leaves. Right? And Pooja is like, "Oh my God, dodged a bullet," and everything. But then the next day, they all the families and these three people, they go on a trip. The first song of the movie happens, the title song of the movie, Mujhse Dosti Karoge, where Raj is running behind Tina to get her to be like, just come on, be friends with me. I like you, spend more time with me. And she's playing hard to get and all of that. And Pooja is singing her words, being like, "Oh my God, love is just, a waiting game." She's sad because she's in love with Raj. And then Tina finally agrees, okay, fine, I'll be your friend. She gives into it. All of that running back and forth stops. Then the three of them decide to go for lunch. So Pooja is running late. Tina and Raj are sitting at this restaurant, and they're talking about whatever, the weather and everything. And then there's a guy at another table reading the book Love Story that Pooja had mentioned in the email. So Raj points it out to Tina. He's like, "Hey, look, the book." And then Tina is like, "Wait, what? What book?" And Raj is like, the book that love story. She's like, and he's like, do you not remember?" She's like, "Oh, if you live in the past memories, how will you make new memories? Just, forget about it." And then he's a little confused, but then he doesn't think anything of it. Then he starts humming the melody that he'd sent in the emails, thinking that, maybe she'll recognize that, completely ignores it. She doesn't react to anything that he's singing. But then she says, "Okay, what do you want to eat?" He's like, "You know my likes and dislikes. You tell me what I want to order." And then at that moment, Pooja walks up to their table and she's like, "Gobi ke parathe." And then Raj is like, "Hey, yeah, that's my favorite," and everything. And then Raj is like, oh, you were late, where were you? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, mom held me up for some work. And then Tina gets a phone call saying that somebody needs her for dance practice at the youth festival. And she's like, oh my god, I totally forgot about it, I have to go, gotta go, I win this competition every year, I can't lose this year. And she runs away. And then Raj is like, wait, what do you mean she wins this every year? She never mentioned this in her emails, that she participates in the youth festival and dances and stuff. And then Pooja realizes, like, oh shit, he's catching on that Tina is not who thinks he is. And she's like, oh, then Pooja defends Tina, saying, you're meeting face to face for the first time, give it some time. She's gonna, warm up to it or something. She just diverts him from thinking of, like, he's catching up to that Tina is not the person who thinks she is. And then the parathe come to the table, and they get busy in eating that because it's both of their favorite food. I mean, it would have been Raj's favorite food, but it has also become Pooja's favorite food because she's in love with him.
Did she notice the love story book too?
No, that didn't happen. Yeah, maybe the guy left or something.
Oh, okay.
So
lucky.
Yeah,
the movie would have ended there. If she was just like, oh my god, that's my favorite book, he'd be like, oh, so it is you.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. So then the next day, a few days later, all the parents are talking over breakfast. Pooja's parents are like, we're so happy that you guys are here, to Raj's parents, that we've missed you guys, it's so nice and everything. And then Pooja's mom says to her dad, saying that there's a rishta for her, or like an alliance, that there's this guy who also lives in London. His family is settled there. They have 3 restaurants. He's very nice. He's very qualified. We should get Pooja married to this guy. They're the Verma family, and they're actually Raj's family's friends. So that's why Raj's parents are the ones who brought this alliance for Pooja, because they're like, it's good. She should also start looking into marriage and stuff. And then Pooja's parents are very excited, like, yeah, we should, get them to talk to each other, or at least exchange numbers or pictures or something. And then Pooja walks downstairs to get breakfast, and Pooja's mom tells her, oh, beta tumhare liye rishta aaya hai, like there's an alliance for you. She's like, no mom, I'm not ready to get married yet, I still have to go to London and study and everything. Just, we'll talk about this later, I'm running late, I have to meet Raj. So she runs out of the house. She's meeting Raj at this jewelry store, and then when she walks in, he's like, "Hey, this I want to show you something." And he puts a necklace around her in the mirror, and like it's a heart necklace. And he's like, "What do you think about it?" And she gets all really happy. He's like, "Oh my god, he's buying me jewelry." And he asks her, like, "Do you like it?" She's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, I'm buying it for Tina." And then her face drops. It's actually a heart necklace that's like 2 parts of the same heart, where you wear one half and you give another half to the person you like. So Raj is buying it for him and Tina, because he's like, I'm going to give this as like a declaration of my love and everything. And then Pooja is just standing there timidly. She's upset, but like, she has to hold composure. And then he tells the shopkeepers, like, give me 2. I want to buy 2 necklaces. And Pooja is like, why 2? She's like, I'm buying one for you, so you can keep one half and give the other half to the soulmate when you find them. And Pooja is like, oh, fine, whatever.
Oh my god. I would stop. This is where I would stop. This is where I'd be like,
I've had enough of this.
I've had enough. And oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Then the second song happens. This is Tina's performance at the youth festival, and she's singing about like all the boys in today's time and era, they don't deserve me and all of that. She's being really like, I'm the best and no man is worth my time or anything. But then Raj walks in from the audience and he starts singing the other part of the song. You know how Bollywood songs are, like impromptu, they become duets and everybody knows the choreography and everything.
Yeah.
And then they're singing about why does nobody ever say that, oh my darling, I love you.
Oh,
but then
this song?
Raj's version is like, oh, I am saying it, oh my darling, I love you. So that's their, like, for him, this is his confession of love. He's saying, oh, okay, before the song happens, he goes to Tina's room that night when he buys the necklace, and he tries to give that necklace to her and confesses his feelings to her, like, I like you, I really like you, and everything. She's like, it's very easy to confess feelings in secret. If you really mean it, say it in front of everyone. Give me the necklace in front of everyone.
Period.
So he takes the opportunity from her dance performance to declare to everyone in the room that, oh my darling, I love you.
Oh.
And then once the performance ends, he gives her the necklace, and they're all very happy. Tina wins the dance competition and everything. They go home that night. They're all posing with the picture, with the trophy, and clicking pictures and everything. And then Raj is whispering to Tina, is like, say it again. And Tina is like, say what? And he's like, I know what I am asking, say it again. And she's like, I never said it. It was just a song. She's again, playing him. And then poor Pooja is overhearing this and getting uncomfortable. So she leaves. But then Raj's dad overhears this. And he's like,
oh,
what's going on? And then Tina runs away with her trophy. Raj sits between the parents, and then Raj's dad gets up. He talks to Tina's dad, is like, it's time to change our friendship into something else. And then he's like, we like Pooja. Clearly, oh no, not Pooja, Tina.
Okay, thank God.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
my bad. So Raj's dad is talking to Tina's dad, and he's like, it's time. We've been friends since childhood. It's time to change our relationship to something more. And we really like Tina. We want her to be our daughter-in-law. And clearly she has won Raj's heart. So, and Raj is all shy. Tina gets shy. She runs away. Pooja is all sad and everything because the parents have decided that now Tina and Raj should get married.
How old are they?
25.
Okay.
Yeah. So Raj is very happy. He's like, oh my God, my dream is coming true. Tina is still like, oh my God, I mean, I didn't really know what I was getting into, but I think I like the guy.
He's hot.
He's in London, rich and everything. So she runs away to her room and is all shy and everything. And Raj goes up to her room that night and saying, like, are you gonna say you love me or not? Because I'm leaving tomorrow. And she's like, what? You're leaving? He's like, I told you I'm only here for 2 weeks. Do you not remember? She's like, but please stay. Now that she actually likes him, she wants him to stay for a while. And he's like, no, I mean, I'll come back. I'm not leaving to leave. I'm leaving to come back. So, just say that you love me. She's like, I'm not giving you the answer now. You come back and then I will tell you I love you.
Ugh,
she still doesn't say it. Yeah, she's very...
I would have taken it back. I'd be like, JK, I never said it. 'Cause I'm petty. How many times do I have to ask?
Yeah. So then he goes to Pooja's room to say goodbye to her. And he says, when are you coming to London? You should just come with me now. And she's like, no, I have to wait for an interview call because I don't know when the call is going to come. So you go. I'll let you know when I'm in your city and everything. And then she's listening to a very old Raj Kapoor song that Raj also likes. And then the cassette starts getting stuck, so she turns it off, like, trying to fix it. But Raj starts singing the song, like, Pyar hua ikrar hua hai, pyar se phir kyun darta hai dil. This is their favorite song. Rasta mushkil.
Oh.
Yeah. So he starts singing it, and Pooja sings along with him, and they're dancing in their room.
Aww.
And then they have like a little moment, right, where she obviously loves him, but he realizes that he likes her too. And then they like, they just, like walk away from each other. And he's like, I'm going to miss you. And see you soon in London. So he leaves. He goes back to London.
Okay.
And then now that he's London, he goes back to work, or like I'm confused about if he's actually in school or work. They talk about he's doing his MBA, but he also has a job. So that part is unclear. But whatever. He's on the subway with his friend. His friend is his friend is also Indian. So he's like, oh, show me a picture of your friend. So he shows a picture of Tina and Pooja. He's like, wow, man, you're so lucky. You got two really hot and pretty best friends. And he's like, and the whole time Raj is like, yeah, I mean, obviously Tina is pretty and everything. He still doesn't see Pooja as anything. Still sees her only as a friend, but he's all about Tina. Tina is so pretty. I'm glad, like, the person I fell in love with also turned out to be a very beautiful girl and all of that. But then the friend asks, so tell me about, like, tell me about her. So he's like, oh, she knows everything about me, my likes and my dislikes. And, Pooja is a really nice girl. And then the friend is like, wait, Pooja? I thought you were talking about Tina. And then he walks away. And then Raj is contemplating, I'm like, oh, maybe I like Pooja. I don't know.
The only one drawback is that she's not as pretty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So a few days later, Raj is sitting at his desk. He doesn't have a lot of work, so he's just dilly-dallying around. He's thinking about Tina and Pooja and their time together. And then suddenly he smells gobi ke parathe. And he's like, what? And he walks around the office. His friend is having lunch. He's like, hey, did you bring lunch from home today? And he's like, no, my wife is out of town. Or my mom is out of town. So I just bought some. But he still smells gobi ka parathe, right? And then he walks out to the lobby. And then there's Pooja standing with gobi ka parathe for him. He's like, what are you doing here? And then Pooja is like, didn't I tell you, if you miss me, just close your eyes, think about me, and I'll appear. And that's exactly what he was doing. Like, he was thinking about Pooja, and she showed up at his office with his favorite food.
Oh
So
my
they
God.
eat the parathes, and he's very happy that she's there. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? She's like, it was a surprise. And like, how long are you here for? So she's in London for a week. Her interview is the next day, but after that she's free. He's like, okay, after your interview is done, I'm taking you around London. I'm showing you my city. You have to stay over, because his parents are still in India. They haven't come back with him. So he's like, I'm going to show you around. You have to stay at our house. So they go around London. They're having the best time of their lives. He shows her all the touristy spots, the London Eye, and whatever. Right? Then they're walking by one day, and Pooja sees a really beautiful church, and she's like, oh, let's go in there, because she knows Raj likes church. And she's like, oh, I mean, what a coincidence. This is my favorite church. This is where I used to come with my friends every Sunday. So they go in, they're both praying, and accidentally Pooja starts humming the tune. And then she realizes what she's done. She stops herself and goes back to praying. But then Raj realizes that she's singing the same tune that he sent Tina, but Tina has no idea what this tune is. And then everything in his head clicks, that it's been Pooja all along, that Pooja has been writing him letters, that she's the one who loves art. She's the one who knows his favorite food, the book, all of it. And then he is so mad. He's like, how do you know that tune? And she's like, what tune? Like, Pooja, because now that she has realized it, he realizes. She's like, oh, no, it's nothing. And he's like, it's been you. You have been lying to me. Why did you do that? I mean, and then she says, I thought you said you would recognize me anywhere. And then you walked up to Tina because she's prettier. How do you think that made me feel? But it's okay, it's fine. Like, you love her, she loves you. But he's like, no, but I don't love her. I love you, because you're the one I've been writing to for 15 years. You're the one who knows me, and I know you. So I love you. And she's like, no, I can't do this. We can't betray her, Pooja. We can't betray Tina and everything. And she starts to leave. But then Raj, again, there's another song. Raj starts singing about how you, like, the song is like, जाने दिल में कब से है तू जब से मैं हूँ तब से है तू. It's like, I don't know since when you're in my heart. Like, you've been with me since I have been a person, and you come before God for me. That's how important you are to me. And he sings it, and it melts her heart, and she runs back to him. It's like, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I love you too. We'll be together. So they're finally all happy. The rest of the time they have in London, they spend together. They confess their love to each other. The whole song happens. They imagine their whole future with each other, like marriage and kids and everything, right? Because they found each other. Now they're going back to India because, like, her Pooja's week in London is done. He's like, I'm I'm ready to marry you, and I want to tell our parents and everyone. So Raj's mom has these family heirloom bangles that she gave to Raj, saying that whoever you decide to marry, just give these bangles to her, and if she's wearing it and you bring her in front of me, I'll accept that girl as my daughter-in-law. So Raj has given these bangles to, they're really pretty silver and diamond bangles, and Pooja is wearing them. They're holding hands in the flight, and they're like, oh, we're so excited to tell everyone, and I love you and everything. They walk up to the house in Shimla hand in hand, and there's a funeral happening. And they're both like, what the fuck? And it's actually Tina's dad's funeral. So Tina's dad has passed away, and everybody is in shock. They realize that, Pooja and Raj are back. Tina looks at Raj and he runs up to her. She runs up to him, and then Raj and Pooja let go of their hands, and then Tina hugs him and she cries and cries and cries, and Pooja is like, oh my god, this is it. Like, I mean, she takes the bangles off. She's like, there's no way we can be together now, because I've betrayed my best friend and she's lost everyone. So
Sorry.
this is where you give up again, right?
Again.
Yeah.
This is where, if I could turn the TV off twice, this is where I would.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's justified. Your reaction is justified.
But like, how is she betraying her friend? I don't get it. Like, she's been the one writing the letters for 15 years.
But Tina didn't know that Pooja actually loved Raj. She kept denying it. So now Tina fell in love with Raj.
That's just stupid. Of course she would.
Bollywood.
Of course she would. Is Tina dumb? Sounds like she is.
She is.
Oh,
she really is. She's blind and dumb.
Girl.
So now Raj is all like, oh my god, what do I do now? Tina is obviously devastated. She lost the only family she had.
I'm like, Raj, read the room. This isn't about you right now.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. So Tina and Pooja are sitting on a swing and they're talking, and how Tina is really sad and she's very glad for Pooja's friendship. And she also says, thank you for giving Raj to me. Like, you are the reason who brought him into my life. And then in her head, Pooja thinks that I'm not giving you him. I gave you my own life to live.
Oh my god.
But she doesn't say it because she's clearly keeping her friends' feelings in consideration, right? I don't want to break her heart. She's already broken. So then Raj comes up. He brings another box of gobi ke parathe. And then Tina is like, hey, Mr. America, why did you take so long to come back? I missed you and everything. And then he calls her Miss Universe. So they're doing their thing. He's trying to distract her from the sadness and everything, and Pooja leaves. And
disrespect.
Yeah. And then like that night, like, he's just talking to her, trying to console her, right? But a few days later, Raj is like, I think it's time. Raj tells Pooja that it's time we tell Tina that, you and I are actually together. We love each other, because I can't keep doing this. I can't keep lying to her, and I want to be with you. I want to be married to you. But Pooja says, I can't do this because she has lost everyone. You are the only person she has left, and me. If we do this, she'll be destroyed. So I can't in good conscience be with you. And Tina has now finally said I love you to Raj. But Raj doesn't say it back to her because he clearly loves Pooja. And then now Pooja's parents are worried about Tina, that what is going to happen to her because her dad is gone. And that house is also going to be gone because that house was given to him because of work, and now that he's dead, what's going to happen to Pooja? But then Pooja's Tina, what's going to happen to Tina now that her dad is gone? So Pooja's dad is like, don't worry about her, she's like our daughter. She grew up with our daughter, so we'll take her in. And then Raj's dad is like, she'll stay with you until Raj and Tina get married, because I'm going to keep my promise to my dead best friend. That's Tina is like a daughter to us. We love her. So let's just talk to a priest tomorrow and get a date set. We're going to get these two married. Pooja overhears this, cries. Her heart is broken, but again, she can't do anything about it because she's ready to sacrifice her love over for her friendship. The next day, the pandit comes or the priest comes over and they're like, okay, 3 months from now is an auspicious date for their engagement. And the parents are like, we don't want a long engagement, so we'll get the wedding done 2 weeks after the engagement. So, and they decide they're going to do all the functions in London. And Raj comes downstairs because he wants to talk to his parents, like, not Tina, I want Pooja. But Pooja runs away. Tina is very happy. Everybody is very happy. They're all hugging each other, feeding each other sweets and everything. And Raj is just standing there stunned, like, what the fuck happened? And Tina is very happy. She's like, oh, she's all shy and, smiling. Finally, something happy is happening in her life. But then that night, and then like Raj and his family have to go back to London and the others have to start preparing for the wedding. So, Raj is really angry at Pooja. He doesn't want to marry Tina because he's like, I don't like, what do you think is, he asks Pooja, what do you think is going to happen to your friend when she finds out her husband doesn't love her? Her husband is in love with someone else. And Pooja is like, I don't care about it. We have to stop this. Pooja has nobody except us. And then Raj is like, okay, fine. If you want to sacrifice our love, then I promise, or like I make a promise on your life that I will marry Tina the day you decide to marry someone else. Only then I'm going through with this. If I have to sacrifice my love for you, you have to do the same. Because I can't in good conscience be married to her and you being single all your life and pining over me, or I can't see you like that. If I have to marry Tina, you have to marry someone else. And he makes her that promise and he leaves. And then he's miserable in London for 3 months. Pooja is miserable in India for 3 months, but Tina is very happy. Shadi ki taiyariyan ho rahi and everything. 3 months later, they fly to London. Tina, Pooja, and Pooja's parents. And then Raj is there to pick them up from the airport. Tina is very happy. She runs up to him, hugs him, is like, hi, I love you. And then Raj is like, I missed you too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But Tina is so stupid. She doesn't realize that this man hasn't never said I love you back to her until now. So, and then he looks at Pooja. He's like, how are you, Pooja? How have you been? She's like, I'm okay. And he's angry, but he's putting up a really good act in front of everyone. So they all go home. Raj is very, very rich. Apparently, his dad made a bunch of money in the website business and everything. So they live in a huge mansion. They have really big gardens and 10 bedrooms and like a swimming pool, and all the people are going to stay there. The wedding is going to happen from their house and all of that. They all settle in. The engagement party happens and Pooja is running around helping with the arrangements, and Tina and Raj are the center of attention and their pictures are getting clicked and everything, but Raj's whole attention is on Pooja. She's trying to avoid him, but then she's also is getting like secret notes from someone, like somebody saying, do you know that song Savari si ek ladki धड़कन जैसे दिल की? Somebody is writing her love notes that there's this really pretty girl who has dusky skin and she's like she's like my heartbeat and everything, and she thinks Raj is writing her these notes.
Yeah, is he not?
No, he's not. So the engagement happens, and then there's this guy who starts singing, playing a song and singing a song for Pooja. And then she's surprised, like, what the hell is happening? Turns out, you remember the alliance that came for her in India from Verma family? So that guy's son, also that family's son, Rohan, is actually Raj's friend who's invited to the engagement party, and he sees Pooja there and he really likes her, so he's trying to woo her.
Wait, is this the friend, the same one from London?
Yeah. But not the person he talked to. They don't work together.
Okay.
This man is like, his parent has restaurants and stuff, so he's another person.
Okay.
But he is also friends with Raj and his family. So because he was invited to the engagement party, he sees Pooja and he knew that this girl was supposed to be, or their alliance was supposed to be set. So he finally sees her, sees how pretty she is. So he's trying to woo her with the song and everything. And then Raj introduces them formally, like Pooja, Rohan, Pooja. This is the guy we talked about so many months ago in India, the Verma family, and that they have 3 restaurants and it'll be a good match for Pooja wala rishta. And Pooja is like, hi, nice to see you. And she runs away.
Okay.
Because
who's the actor for Rohan?
Uday Chopra.
Oh.
Yeah. But he actually looks good in this movie.
Oh.
I mean, nothing compared to Hrithik Roshan.
Well, yeah.
But
a downgrade. Sorry.
it is true.
I mean, no offense, but like she is probably thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I love this man who is a Greek god. He loves me back, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, I need to marry a toad in comparison. I mean, it's not like he's ugly, but like in comparison, it's like really, I could have had that, but what?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So that
good. No. Okay. Keep going.
So the engagement party ends. The next day, they're all having breakfast at Raj's house. And then Rohan shows up at the house. Raj is leaving for work. He's like, hey, man, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, I was just wondering if Pooja is around. And he's like, yeah, she's having breakfast. And then Raj leaves. So Rohan is now trying to befriend Pooja, trying to, get to know her more. Pooja is a little reluctant. And then when they're all sitting at the breakfast table, Pooja's mom clearly wants her to get with Rohan, and she slyly takes everybody away from the dining table so Pooja and Rohan can talk to each other. And then Pooja realizes what's happening. She's like, "Listen, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but I'm not ready to get married yet. I still have to go to school and everything." He's like, whoa, don't worry. It's okay. I also don't believe in arranged marriage. It's just lucky that, we came across each other and you are pretty and everything. Let's just be friends. How about that? I just want to be your friend. You'll be in London. We can spend time together. We can get to know each other. Let's just be friends. She's like, fine, I can do that.
Mujhse Dosti Karoge.
Mujhse Dosti Karoge. So, yeah. So they become friends, and he comes around the house every day trying to get to know her. Raj is still trying to convince Pooja, give up the act. Let's just tell everyone that, we want to get married, and let's tell Pooja because I can't keep up this act for longer. Or oh, no. The first question he asks her when Pooja comes to London is like, so did you find anyone to get married to? She's like, no. He's like, it's been 3 months. What the hell have you been doing? I'm keeping my side of the bargain. What are you doing? Because if you don't agree to marrying someone, I will tell everyone. I will break this engagement. I will tell everyone that I want to marry you. I don't fucking care because I can't live my life like this. Marriage for me is not a compromise. Whatever our parents did, they got married without seeing each other. It worked out for them, but I don't believe in that. I love you. I cannot love anybody else. So please help me, meet me halfway. Pooja is still broken up about, oh no, I can't betray my friend and all of that nonsense. Fine. Rohan and Pooja says spending time together. She likes him. Like he's a nice guy, but she can't give him her heart because it's with Raj. Then one day, Pooja and Tina are at a shopping mall shopping for the wedding or whatever, and then Tina asks her that tell me everything about Raj. Like, now that we're getting married, I'm feeling guilty that our relationship is based on a lie. So just tell me everything you know about Raj. But I also feel like I should tell him, I should come clean that it was a lie and it wasn't me who was writing you those letters. It was Pooja. And Pooja is like, no, don't do that, because it's fine. You love him now. He loves you. Just don't you say
Pooja,
and then she says, aren't you the one who says don't live in the past memories if you want to make new memories, kind of thing? Yeah. So Tina is like, okay, fine. Okay, so tell me everything. Does he like this color or this color? And Pooja is going on and on about what he likes, what he dislikes, giving Tina the whole rundown. Then in the same mall, Rohan and Raj are also shopping, and Rohan wants to buy something for Pooja, but he doesn't know anything about her. So he picks up a yellow sweater and asks Raj, you're friends with her. Do you think she'll wear this? Raj is like, no, she hates this color. And then he's going on and on and on about what Pooja likes and doesn't like. And then Rohan is like, wow, you really know her. Like, if you've been really close friends, how come you didn't fall in love with her? And then Raj is like, it's not that easy. Like, I already love Tina. Like, he diverts the topic. But Rohan is a little suspicious because of the way Raj talks about Pooja, right? That happens. And then Pooja's parents want Raj to convince Pooja to say yes to getting married to Rohan. Because they're like, you are her friend, she'll only listen to you, so please talk to her. Just get her to say yes so we can get you guys married on the same day.
Oh my god. Buy one, get one free?
Exactly. They want to get a buy one, get one free deal. Because they want her daughter to be quote unquote happy, right? जब तक शादी नहीं होगी तब तक कोई लड़की खुश नहीं हो सकती वाला. So now that engagement is done, they have like 5 days left until the wedding. No, sneeze first.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
It's stuck.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So now Raj is running out of patience. He's like, enough is fucking enough, Pooja. Please just give up. And then he's like, if you don't agree to marrying Rohan by tomorrow, I am breaking off my engagement with Tina, and I'm telling everyone. So he's literally daring her. He has pushed her. Like, this is his last straw. He's like, you have 24 hours. If by tomorrow for a Sangeet function, if you don't tell everyone or you don't agree, that's it. I am telling everyone that you and I are together, or I love you and I want to marry you. And then next day they have their whole Sangeet function. It's a very beautiful scene in the movie. It's like a 10-minute long medley of all the old love songs of, like, you know.
Oh, this is the medley that everyone talks about.
Yeah, it's really nice. It has like 18 songs or something.
Yeah.
And it's like each person singing about a different perspective of love, or like a different stage in love where you people meet, or you want to keep it secret, but you also want to declare your love. And then in the middle of the function happening, it starts raining and everybody runs inside. But Raj holds Pooja's hand and keeps her in the rain, and he starts singing
to her.
And he's twirling her, and they're really close, and Tina and Rohan are watching this, and Tina is just losing her shit, like, what the hell is happening? But then he changes the song, and, like, you know, it makes it look like it was an act of, like, him and Tina declaring his love to Tina and everything. So they're all happy, and, you know, they change the song and all of it. But the next day, Pooja finally gives in and agrees to marrying Rohan.
Okay.
She's like, fine, I'll marry him. Everybody is happy. They're like, oh, yay, you know, we'll get them married on the same day. They all start getting ready for, you know, another wedding. They have to go shopping to buy Pooja her stuff now, because now she's also a bride and all of that. And then Raj walks in. He's devastated that, you know, she's finally said yes.
Because why would she?
Exactly. Because so in her head, friendship is more important than love, because she's been friends with Pooja or Tina her whole life. She can't betray her friend for love. That's her thinking. But then Raj is like, why would you sacrifice love for friendship? If your friendship is strong enough, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But Pooja doesn't understand that.
She's dumb too.
Yeah, they're all dumb. Except Raj, whose poor guy is suffering in all of this.
Yeah.
So he got betrayed too. So
he did nothing wrong, honestly.
Exactly.
For once, the guy did nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's the girl, the one girl who's playing with everybody's heart. So Raj comes up to Pooja and he's devastated, and he's like, congratulations, I'm so happy. I'm sure he'll keep you really happy. I'm sure he'll love you the most. And they're both crying because, you know, it's breaking their heart that they can't be together. But then Tina walks up to them. She sees, like, you know, this heart-to-heart exchange happening. She's like, oh, you guys are crying out of happiness. Why am I not like that? Why can't I cry when it's a happy occasion? This bitch is so stupid, doesn't understand what's happening in front of her own eyes. And they're like, yeah, you know, we're just happy for each other. They wipe their tears off and go do their own thing.
Oh my God.
Then Pooja and Rohan get engaged, right? They're all there's an engagement party thrown for them and all of that. After that party happens, Pooja, Rohan, Raj, and Tina are just sitting at a table, spinning a bottle and just talking to each other. And Tina is like, imagine, like, do you remember this it's the same venue as Tina and Raj's engagement. So Tina says, "Oh, remember, this is the place where we all met for the first time," or like Rohan met Tina or Pooja for the first time. It's, such a poetic thing that we met a few days ago and now you guys are getting married and we're all going to be happy and everything. And then Raj is drinking too much and he's spinning the bottle. And Tina is like, okay, let's just, play spin the bottle. So they spin it. So Raj asks Rohan the first question and he asks him, how much do you love Pooja? And then Rohan says, I love her a little more than you love Tina. And then there's like a look passed between Raj and Pooja because obviously he doesn't love Tina. So just compare the level of love Rohan has for Pooja then.
Mm.
Then they spin it again. Then Rohan asks Pooja why she said yes to marrying him. And then Pooja says, because my two best friends were getting married, I needed a new one. So I said yes to marrying you.
Ouch. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a low blow. This guy's probably like, not because I'm handsome.
Yeah. Then it's the bottle is spinned again. And then Raj asks Tina, he's like, do you have anything to confess? Or like, is there anything you have not told me yet? And then Tina is like, okay, this is my chance. And then she confesses to him that, those letters that you received from me, they weren't actually from me, they were from Pooja. And then there's a silence at the table. And then she's like, I'm really sorry, Raj, but I actually fell in love with you and I promise, this is for real and everything. He's like, it's okay, I forgive you, no worries. And then he says, maybe I should marry the person who actually wrote those letters. And then they're all shocked. Tina is shocked, but then he laughs it off. He's like, haha, never mind, I'm just joking. But then Pooja is like, oh my God, what the fuck, Raj? But then that scene ends. And then the night before their wedding, Raj calls Pooja out to the garden to meet her. And he's like, I want to talk to you one last time before we do this. And he brings gobi ke parathe that he made himself for her. And he feeds them to her. And he's like, and he's crying. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I was really mad at you for so long. But it also made me realize how proud I am that I love you and that you love me, and that our love is so strong. Even though we can't be together, we're going to be with different people, but it's not going to change how we feel for each other. And let the past be in the past. And then he asks her like, Mujhse Dosti Karoge? And then she shakes his hand and they decide to be friends. Right? The next day, the day of the wedding, Tina and Pooja getting ready in their room. All the everybody, all the relatives are standing downstairs, waiting to go to the temple. It's not happening. The wedding is not happening in like a mandap or anything. They're just going to the temple to do the wedding, and none of the brides are wearing red. Pooja is wearing a pink gown, and Tina is wearing a blue outfit. So they're both getting ready in their room. Raj's mom is looking for the bangles she's supposed to give her future daughter-in-law because she's like, oh my God, I told Tina I would give her them. I can't find them. So she goes up to their room and Tina finds these two bangles in Pooja's jewelry and she's like, oh, like these are so pretty. Where did you get them? And Pooja's like, oh my God, what the fuck? I forgot to return these to Raj. And then Raj's mom walks into the room and she's like, oh, Tina, you already have these bangles. Oh, Raj never tells me anything. I'm so glad you have them. He tells Raj's mom tells Tina the whole thing, the whole story behind the bangles. Like, he always told me that the day he finds his wife, he's going to give her the bangles, get them set to her wrist size and let her wear it and bring her in front of me. So I will understand this is my daughter-in-law. And Tina is like, Tina is a little confused about it, but then Pooja says, oh, he gave it to me to give it to you, so that's why I have them.
Cinderella moment. The bangles are not going to fit.
Yeah. So Tina tries to put the bangles on her wrist, but they don't fit her, and she's like, oh my God, these are too tight. And then she puts them on Pooja's wrist and they fit her perfectly, and that's when it hits Tina. Like she realizes something, and then the scene ends, right? that's it. Like Tina makes Pooja wear the bangles. Now it's the temple. Raj is standing there waiting for everybody to arrive. Pooja is also, she's ready, so she's arrived. Rohan is also there, so they're just waiting for Tina. So when Tina comes, they can start the rituals and everything. And then the priest says to Raj's mom, "Oh, Pooja said she wants to set the aarti ki thali for Raj and Tina's wedding herself. Like she's gonna help me do the ritual or like set the, what do you call it? Aarti. Is there an English word for it? I was like, whatever. The aarti for them. So Pooja sets the whole thing. Raj is really sad. He's just standing there praying to God or like whatever. He's standing very solemnly because it's like a big day for him too. And then Pooja bends down to do a pranam to the gods, and the pandit hands like brings the puja ki thali in front of Raja's hand to do
Yeah. I know.
to take blessings from the aarti ki thali.
Yeah.
And then there's like a diya, right? A small candle.
Yeah.
And everything. So while Raj is doing that, he burns his finger and he jerks his hand. And the kumkum that you put the red thing on your temple, that small dish of kumkum, it falls off the aarti ki thali and the kumkum falls over Pooja's temple. And she's shocked. Raj is shocked. She's like, what the fuck just happened? Because in God's eyes, now they're married because his hand put the red kumkum on her temple and they're both devastated, like, oh my God, what the hell happened? What are we gonna do now? And she's about to wipe it off, but Tina holds her hand. She's like, stop what you're doing. I know what you guys have been, I've realized what happened. I don't know why you guys lied to me and everything. And Pooja starts confessing, like, you had no one, you lost your dad. I didn't want you to lose Raj also, and I'm really sorry. I didn't want to take this away from you. I'm your friend. I can't be the reason for your, unhappiness and everything. And Tina is like, how did you think that my friendship and my love for you is that weak? It's not like if you two get married, I'm gonna lose you. I will get you'll still remain my best friends, and I will get two sets of parents too. Like, I don't want you to sacrifice your love for friendship over me. Our friendship is stronger than that. Please be together. So Tina gives them their blessing. Raj and Pooja get married, and everything ends in a happy note. The end. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Welcome to Bollywood.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Pooja, man. People listening, don't be like Pooja.
Don't be like Pooja. Don't play with people's hearts and feelings like that.
Yeah. If you're friends with someone, like, and if they're a good friend, they will stick by you no matter what.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, if she would have just told Tina at the beginning, like, oh, I have feelings for him, obviously, like 15, like, or told her, oh, I'm still texting him and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I kept contact. I actually like him, and like, I think this could go somewhere. The only thing is, like, he doesn't know it's me, so like, can you help me figure that out?
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, oh my God, that sounds so fun. It's not like Tina doesn't have like guys after her too. She wouldn't care. She would have just been like, I'm so happy that you found someone.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. We're all friends with him. You should definitely go for him.
Yeah.
But Pooja, what the F? She let her insecurities get to her, like, oh my God, of course.
She wanted to be the martyr and be like, oh no, it's okay, I'll sacrifice for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And she wanted to be like, of course you choose the pretty girl over me.
Yeah, she took that defense.
Yeah, she took that personally.
Yeah.
And she took that personally. Yeah, because the only grudge she had was, you said that you would recognize me, but and you didn't. Like, when you grow up, he's seen who these people look like early on. They're not going to be that different when they grow up too. Like, Pink.
Seriously.
Oh my God.
When I first watched this movie when I was really young, I hated it. I was like, what the hell is this? But then when I rewatched it, for this episode, I actually understood how good this movie is. Like the acting and everything. Hrithik Roshan has done such a good job, Shreya. You can, like, you feel for him in this, in the church scene when he's shocked and devastated that he was lied to, the pain of him losing the woman he loves and to, try like fake it to into marrying someone else. It was just, oh my god, broke my heart. And I wanted to strangle Rani Mukherjee.
Yeah, she was being dumb.
Yeah. And Raj once makes a sly comment to Rohan, be like, be careful of her, she loves breaking hearts.
Fair.
Yeah. And before the wedding, the day before the wedding, Rohan goes up to Raj for advice, or like, I'm a little nervous about getting married tomorrow and everything. But then he's like, are you sure you're not in love with Pooja? And then Raj is like, love is different for everyone and blah, blah, blah. He dodges it, but Rohan realizes that Raj and Pooja are actually in love with each other. And he wasn't really keen on marrying Pooja. And and when Tina realizes that these two have been lying to her, she talks to Rohan and realizes that, he also realized the same thing. And they're both like, no, I don't want to marry you. Rohan says, Pooja, I don't want to marry you. Tina is like, I can't marry Raj, knowing that, you're in love with my best friend. So you two have to get married to each other. Don't worry about me. I will be fine. She gives them her blessing.
It's good, I guess.
But the songs are so good.
Yeah. I missed out on the songs.
Yeah.
I just don't think I ever heard about this movie. And then I went to college and everyone was talking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, what? I love Bollywood and I didn't watch this.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, how could you not? And I was like, shut up, you guys.
It's on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it.
No. That's the whole point. I'm not going to watch it. I mean,
we listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'll play the songs for you.
Yeah, I want to listen and watch the songs.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to watch
not the movie.
I actually had no idea what the movie was about.
Oh, really?
Honestly, until you told me like a little bit of it.
Like the people who told you that, oh, you should watch this movie in college, they didn't tell you anything about it either?
No, they didn't. But it's fine. I know about it now.
Yeah.
I can talk about it now. But yeah,
True.
I think the true villain is just Pooja, though.
Definitely.
She stood in her own way.
Yeah. She's her own villain.
And why would she keep it a secret from Tina?
That's a good question.
Like, for 15 years,
because
that's a long
she thought
time.
Tina might ask her to stop. Because Tina wasn't interested in Raj.
Yeah. Or Tina would have told her, why don't you just tell him that it's you?
Yeah, sign your own name.
And then Pooja's insecurity would be like,
yeah.
But like,
why would he like me?
Why would he like me if he found out I'm texting him? Like, what if he doesn't like me?
Yeah.
Like, he's texting you, he's messaging you because he liked you before you left. But like, I'm ugly.
Yeah.
Which she's not.
She's not.
Again, to the listeners, don't be insecure.
Yeah. Know your own worth.
Yeah. But that scene about them accidentally getting married is so dramatic.
It's so Bollywood. It would only happen in Bollywood.
I would make sure that I am nowhere near my brother-in-law or like my friend's husband when this happens.
Yeah.
That like they were like, my dad would be like, oh, just take the blessing of the priest. And I was like, I'll do it later.
Given this movie,
I do not want to be accidentally married to my friend's man.
Yeah.
Because that actually scares me. Let's not do that. No marriage and divorce or annulment on the same day. No.
For them to be together, it had to be like, divine intervention.
Yeah, seriously.
Like God is like, come on, just stop.
This is silly.
I'm marrying you. That's it. It's done.
And she's so stupid. I'm sorry. She's so dumb because like, okay, the commitment, right? Like 15 years you've been talking to this guy.
Yeah.
And then you're willing to sacrifice the rest of your life for this guy too.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Like emotionally cheat on your future husband because you're still hung up on this guy, or hope that you eventually move on?
Yeah. Or she planned on never getting married to anyone.
Triggered.
No.
If it's not you, I'm not gonna get married to anyone. Shut up.
Yeah.
Damn, that is so Bollywood.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad divine intervention actually.
Yeah.
But she should be jumping with joy. Why was she like shocked? Like, oh my god, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
I know what you did last summer. I know what's been going on for the past 15 years.
And when Tina walks into the temple, she is not wearing her wedding dress. She's changed into normal clothes and wiped all her makeup off, and she's been crying because she came to the temple with the determination that she's going to get her friends married.
Yeah. What happened to the bangles?
Tina is wearing, Pooja is wearing them because it didn't fit Tina, right?
Did the mother-in-law?
They were custom designed for Pooja.
Yeah.
The mother-in-law is too busy arranging everything. At this point, the parents have no significance in the story.
Okay.
The mother-in-law is like, okay, I've situated the bangles. Next, she has 10 other things to do on her list.
Yeah, a typical
pay the pandit. Make sure there's enough flowers and sweets and, all the relatives are situated. You know how Indian weddings are.
Yeah, but I thought the angle was going to be different where the mother-in-law does play a significant portion because of the bangles, where she's like, Are Tina, you're not wearing the bangles? And then she's like, no, auntie.
because Tina didn't show up to the temple in time, right? She stayed behind. She's like, Pooja is like, oh yeah, she takes more time to get ready than me. All of that. But she was actually getting unready.
Okay. But if she got there on time, then I think
then somebody would have pointed out the
why
bangles.
Why aren't you wearing the bangles? Like, oh, wait. And then all the aunties and uncles
like,
gossiping.
Yeah.
Literally all the heads turning.
The dramatic effects.
Yeah. And it's like, and then Tina's, oh no. And then Pooja's like, I'm wearing them.
I can explain.
And then she looks at Raj. You explain.
Raj would have thrown her under the bus. Like,
seriously.
Yeah, it's true. I want to marry her.
And then she's like, how could you say that? Yeah. And then everyone would be like, well, do you? And she's like, I mean, yeah, I want to marry.
Yeah, but my friendship.
But my friends, I can't. I shouldn't. And then Tina's like, you... all because my dad died. Like, literally, like, if her dad didn't die, they would have happily been like, we're together. Mm-hmm. We want to get married. Yeah. Fuck you, Tina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would have been a different story. Tina hating them. Like, how can you betray me like that? I just lost my dad and now I'm going to lose you too.
Yeah.
That would have turned into Tina's villain story. But
yeah,
I'm glad they didn't take that path. This was more torturous, but happy ending.
Yeah, I felt tortured.
Yeah.
Next time we should have cameras for anything Bollywood. I'm like, my eyes are bulging out of my skull.
Stop talking. I mean, it's enough. I've already turned off the movie.
Yeah, I think about 3 times I was ready to tell you to. That's enough.
What was the third time?
I think it was the spin the bottle.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
That really pissed me off.
Yeah. When Raj says I should marry the person who wrote me the letter.
Yeah. I was like, goodbye. Thank you. This has been great.
Yeah.
This has been lovely. But yeah.
So we should watch the medley video. That's really nice.
Yeah.
All the songs, everything.
Yeah. That'll be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. If this episode piqued your interest and you want more details, then watch the movie. See you in the next episode.